my name is Jamie Collins, and today we are here at Fitness City in Matawan, New Jersey. So some of the stuff that I like for glute exercises is lengthening and shortening muscles. I don't like doing the same exercise over and over again. I like to hit usually 3 different exercises, kind of in a circuit thing. So I'm going to show you what I like. Okay, so the first exercise that we're going to do is a laying down hamstring curl. So I would consider this a shortening exercise. And the exercise we're going to do after this is a lengthening exercise. We're kind of doing a mini circuit with this. On these type of exercises, you definitely don't want to arch your back as you're coming up. You want to keep your back nice and aligned, and actually will help you with this if you actually engage your core. So as you come up, definitely want to squeeze, and on your way down, don't let the weight pull you down. Another thing that's also important with every exercise is to breathe in, to breathe out. I have a tendency when I'm doing exercises, I want to hold my breath, especially towards the end as I'm getting tired. It's so important as you breathe through all of them. All right, so this is an exercise that's really great for lengthening the hamstrings. So when we did the shortening exercise, this one is really good for lengthening. So on this one, you want your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You want your feet slightly toed out. You're going to bear some of your weight on the outer portions of your heels, as well as the ball of your feet. So you're going to come down, you're going to lengthen, and as you come up, you don't just come up and stop. You want to squeeze the glutes underneath of you, so you get a contraction from all the way down, as well as all the way up to the top. On this one, it's also very important. You come up, squeeze, breathe in, and breathe in out. All right, so this is another great exercise, is glute kickbacks. I always have these with me. So there's different couple of variations of these. Some have the actual ankle wraps. Some actually have the kind that actually wrap around your feet. I'm not a big fan of those. It just comes down to personal preference of what you like and what works the best. So the most important thing on these cable kickbacks is when you come up, you're not wanting to arch your back. And for me, I have a slight kind of back injury from back in the day, so I'd be very cautious of this, as well as other people. It can definitely aggravate your back. However, people say when they do kick back, the higher they get, the more they'll activate the upper glutes. However, you be careful with that. Obviously, with your lower back, you can have injuries. So on this one, you want to stabilize yourself on one leg, use both arms, kind of lock yourself in position. You kick back and squeeze at the top, come back slowly, squeeze, squeeze. And same thing with this one as a hamstring one. Don't let that weight pull you back. A nice consistent speed from all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom. All right, and that's kind of 3 circuit part. So this one, now we go back, do the hamstrings, then go back to the lengthening. So sorry, the hamstring curl, which is a shortening exercise. Back to this one, the dip one, that'll be lengthening. And this one be kind of like a shortening exercise as well. And so I would do that at least 3 to 4 times in a circuit. All right, so another one of my favorite exercises is actually a standing hip thrust. So it's about 1.5 inch band. You can get it at any local fitness store, and it's great. So this one I've also brought with me, because sometimes you might go to a gym, whether you're at a hotel or traveling, it may not have everything that you need. So this is actually a great exercise that you can do traveling or on the go or even at home. So this one you just simply get into, strap it down to a surface that's secure, it's not going to move. Wrap it around your hip area. You're going to take quite a few stance forward so it's nice and tight. You want your feet farther than shoulder width apart, toes out, because if you actually have your toes forward, it may pull you back. By having them out, it'll lock you in position so you don't fall back. So on this one, it's actually a really good lengthening exercise. So basically you're gonna sit back into it almost like a squat, and as you come forward, you wanna squeeze your glutes underneath of you. Now this one's also important. Just like hold it at the top for just a second before you release it. All right, so another one of my favorite exercises, also really good for lengthening. It's also great for when you're traveling, if you're going to a gym, hotel. It's a skills slideboard thing. You can probably get this easily online. Some sporting goods stores have it. So it's a flat plastic surface, has some rubber on it, grip. So on this exercise, there's a couple of different variations you can use this. One, if you're still new at it, you're trying to get the hang of it, you can hold on to something. So as you go, you want your arms about arm length apart. One's gonna be your stabilizer leg, and on this one, you're gonna go back, and as you come up, push through your heel and squeeze at the top. So you go down, squeeze up, down, squeeze to the glutes, down, squeeze. Obviously, as you get more advanced on this one, simply just use your own body weight, but still implementing the same method of going down, stretching the hamstring, and coming up, pushing through your heels and squeezing the top of the glutes. And as you get a little more advanced, you can add weight to your desired, weight that you want. All right, so obviously seeing the couple exercises I like to combine lengthening and shortening. So these are a couple of lengthening exercises. So we're gonna head downstairs, and I'm gonna show you a shortening exercise. That's great for the hamstrings as well as glutes. All right, so this is one of the last exercises I'm gonna show you. It's a glute hamstring raise. It's one of my favorite. However, I do see it done slightly wrong, and I can get injury from this one, actually possibly lower back. So I'm gonna show you kind of the right way and the wrong way to do it, and then I'm just gonna go through the motion as well. So on this one, I see a lot of people, they usually, more times than not, usually end up getting too long. And actually, you do want this one pretty short. So your knees have a nice bend in it. And so your hips, where they bend, is right where this line is. You don't want to be too far over it or extended, but you don't want to be too far sunken back as well. So there's a nice happy in between. So on this one, you just go down, and as you come up, what you don't want to do is arch your back and come up. You're still going to engage the glutes and hamstrings, but you can put a lot of strain on your lower back. So this one, you want to come down, and as you come up, imagine you're rounding your back. So you can come up, squeeze, come down, squeeze. And so for me, what helps me round my back and keep it nice and round, I just kind of let my arms hang. All right, first and foremost, thank you so much to Fitness City for having me here, as well as Universals for shooting me. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just some of my favorite exercises that I can do, as well as hopefully you can use some of these exercises that if you're at home, if you're out of the gym, or you're just traveling around and you find something that work. I like to plan for worst case scenario. Some people say that's bad, but also for me, I hope that makes it for my training so I don't fail. So I like to grab bands. Obviously, you saw the hip circle, the slide disc board, obviously bicep curl bands. There's many things you can do with that, because every gym that you go to or any hotel that you go to, sometimes they don't have stuff that you need. So always want to travel, be prepared for it, so you never have an oh shoot scenario. So I like to plan to fail, and so I don't fail. So if you have any questions or you want to see more videos, let us know. We'll be shooting more.